Hi, hello, welcome to this video. I'm Lily and today we are going to do a sketchbook tour. This is not my most recent sketchbook. This is from a couple years ago, back in 2018. It was actually my first sketchbook that I ever started. I had like a couple of other like sketchbooks I had as a kid that I never like really kept up with at all. So I consider this one the very first one. As you can see, I bound the sketchbook myself, which was really cool, really fun to do. I'd never like done that before, and I'd really recommend making your own sketchbook if you can. It was really fun. It's kind of thick. It was too thick in my opinion, but I still had really fun working in it. But without further ado, let's get into it. So at the time I was following some artist, and I think they said when you're starting out in a new sketchbook to draw what you're comfortable with. And at the time I was actually kind of comfortable drawing hands. I'm not comfortable with that now, but I think these still look pretty good. And we've got some attempts at drawing like portraits. This was like one of the very first times I tried to draw like people. They're not great. I think the eyes are too big here. But that's fine. I was kind of trying to draw like monster looking things. They kind of reminded me, even at the time, they reminded me of the demon dogs from Stranger Things, which is kind of the reason why I stopped drawing them, because it didn't feel original. We've got some mouths here, some practice with that. I actually kind of like some of these. I really like this one, like this one. Then we got some eye practice. We got another kind of portrait practice here. I think that looks like watercolor or something, or like graphite smudged around. I'm not sure. And then some colored pencils. Some more drawing from life. We got some more portraits. Some more drawing from life. Actually these look kind of good. These kind of like, they look pretty accurate. I think this was like, I had like some kind of idea I wanted to like paint or draw. I never did. But their heads are like way too big and their arms are like so small. Working on expressions. Oh my god, is this? Yes. I remember this one. So at the time I was watching a lot of GT Live, and one of the streams I was watching, and I wanted to like draw Matt and Steph, and this was like before they had Ollie, I believe. So that's them. Steph's eyes are like too big and too far apart. I think Matt looks fine. We got some dogs. My hand hurts. Got some weird, oh, more like concept-y stuff. See, I did this a lot where I would like draw kind of, like I had like a bunch of these like crazy ideas, and I would like kind of draw them out, but I would never do anything with them. That's from that same sketch. I got some blobs here that I drew over with pen. I actually kind of like these. I like that one. got some stuff, nothing too interesting. I genuinely can't remember what I was doing here, like at all. Maybe it was like extra paint or stuff, or like I was having a bad time, I don't know. Some more concept-y stuff. Actually, this was around the time where I got my drawing tablet, my digital drawing tablet, and I'd never like drawn digitally before, and I was like trying to figure out like some concept I wanted to do digitally, and that went nowhere. Bird wing. I was trying to figure out how to draw bird wings because I wanted to draw like an angel guy. And then I think this was around the time where I got watercolors for the first time, and I was like trying to figure that out. They're so bad. These are both drawings of my dogs. Another bad like watercolor piece. Got some like scribbles here of like honestly not really good portraits. I like this one. I liked this one at the time, and I still like it. Some more portrait stuff. I am proud of myself that I like was at least trying to do this kind of stuff. I actually like that one. Especially without a reference. Like I was trying at the time. I kind of like this one too. This was like a character concept thing that I was trying to do, which also went nowhere. And then we got some bunnies. I actually bought, or no, my dad bought me like a drawing book at the time, because I was like, I need to learn how to draw animals to be a good artist. And I probably used it once for these rabbits, and then I never used it again. So I'm using markers here, and I think I layered some like graphite over it. Yeah, it was like flowers and graphite, which I think is for a later drawing in here. Let's see. Some birds. You can't really see it, but there's like some dog skeletons here. Okay, so this is from, my family went on a like kinda pseudo camping trip thing. We stayed at a cabin for like the weekend, so this is like a lamp from the cabin, and then this was like the view from the balcony, and both of these are done in marker. I think they're like fine. Oh, we got another one. I think this was the fire pit. I actually like this one the most, I think. This was like right outside the cabin. And then we've got some hand drawings here that I honestly still really like. I like this one too. Oh, I think I was like trying to draw like darker skin tone, and then like couldn't figure that out with markers. I'm still pretty bad at darker skin tones. I need to practice that. I had some kind of like concept thing for like a headless deer, I think. I don't remember anything about it. There's me also trying to do these like darker skin tones. This was around the time where I got like this giant set of Ohuhu markers, and at the time they didn't have their marketing down. They didn't have like their sets down yet, but I got this like giant set of markers that I think it was like an 80 set that was like pretty cheap. But I made some stuff that was like good. this isn't good, but this was a little sketch of my dog that I wanted to do in markers, and I actually did do like a finished piece in markers that I still think looks really good, but I also like this sketch. That's cute. Okay, so this was the piece that I was thinking about earlier with the daisy. Let me see. From this kind of sketch thing. And this was actually, so I had this idea, and I kind of did this with a couple songs, but I had this idea where I would like draw out like my favorite songs at the time and like do a little piece for them. Which I only think I did like maybe 2 or 3 times. I didn't really do it. I didn't really commit to it. But I really do still like this piece. I don't remember who wrote the song. I think it was like titled Pushing Up Daisies or something. Which was like a very religious song. And I knew that at the time, but I liked it anyway because it sounded good, even though I never have been religious, so. But yeah, this still looks good. I like it. Oh my god. So this was from around when I started watching Voltron for the first time. And I think this might have been around when season 2 or season 3 was out. And I had started it like around that time. But I wanted to like draw all the characters and give each of them like a page. So we have Pidge. Love Pidge. Oh. See, these are all screenshots, and I think I've always been really good at like copying directly from like what I see, so a lot of these are gonna be like really good, I think. I feel like I didn't do Keith justice though. Like I do like this, but I wish I'd picked better screenshots of him. We got Shiro. Again, I wish I picked better screenshots. I don't really like this one. And then you see me falling off here with Hunk, who I think he looks the best. But I don't think I did any more after this. No. Hunk was the last one I did because I decided I did not actually want to do all of the characters. And I don't like all of the characters, honestly. But I really like this drawing. I think he looks cute there. Oh my god, this was based on like one of those songs that I was listening to. I think it was an Owl City song. I think it was from Owl City because there was something about like pulling or plucking heartstrings or something. I can't remember the song though. But I did finish this piece. I might have to go back and find these pieces later and like add in like a picture of them, because I did actually really like how this turned out and I really like the concept and I kind of want to revisit it, but I just don't know. I don't know how I would want to redo it. Oh, so I wanted to start practicing more dynamic poses. And this is like the very early stages of me like doing figure drawing, and you can tell I don't have like a good base for anything. I'm like kind of using that line of action sort of thing to direct where the body is going, which is pretty good, but like there's not really any construction under any of these guys. This is supposed to be like a oh my god, what's it called? Like a dip pen quill thing that turned into a rose, which was actually supposed to be on the cover of this book, but I didn't like how it looked, so I painted over it and slapped a sticker on it. Some kind of event stuff that we don't need to talk about. Working on that. working on that angel concept thing that I wanted to do digitally that never got done. I also had like this concept for a ship. I don't remember. It was like supposed to be like flying or something, but I don't remember anything else besides that. Also, it never went anywhere, so me learning what parts of the ship are, that didn't stick in my brain. Oh, this is when I started using like pen to like sketch and stuff. I still really like these. I think I used to do hands pretty well. Oh my god. Okay, we're getting into the era where I'm just rendering like portraits and stuff in pen and like doing the whole process in pen. And okay. I really like this stuff. All of these are definitely from Pinterest. I think this is from Pinterest too. And I kind of had to make up her hair because I think it was cut off. I really like this one. This one I still think is really good. The other ones I think are fine. This one's good. Ooh, okay. So I had this idea for like a snake. I think it was supposed to be like on a branch or something, like have like flowers and leaves and stuff everywhere. And I'm actually surprised with how much like I'm surprised that I like went in and put in like all these white scale bits, because I didn't do detailed stuff. This was crazy for me. But I still kind of like this snake. I've tried doing like concepts with snakes, like even recently, like a couple months ago, and it does not work out for me, honestly. And I think all of these like plant stuff were supposed to be for that. Okay, so this is like my big portrait phase where I just went onto Pinterest and I looked for portraits in black and white and I just drew them all in pen. I really like this one. I only drew like half the face because I was like, this looks really good, and then I did not want to attempt the second half. This looks really good. I was trying to figure out how to like sketch and then go over the sketching pen and like do the line art, and like I'm not good at line art. I never have been. I think I've gotten better recently, but it's not something that I really practice or do. There's more of this. Oh, it might have been Loish I was following at the time, and she does like that colored under sketch and then goes over it in like a darker color or black or something. I can't remember, but I really wanted to do that too. So I like found a bunch of like hand references, and I just like practiced hands, and I went over the sketch and pen, and it looks nice. It looks nice. So I think this was around the time where I started watching Robin Sealark on YouTube, and she does a lot. She did a lot at the time, and she still does these like paintings of clouds, and I was like, I want to do that. So this is a painting of a cloud. I think I can't remember where I got the reference photo from, because I think this has to have been referenced, unless I made it up. I don't think I did. But I think this still looks pretty good. I think I was probably following like a different tutorial on YouTube. I'm not sure, I don't remember. I know I followed a tutorial for the colors. Got another cloud. I really like this. This brings back memories. This is like, because I've painted a lot of clouds since then. I painted clouds during that time, and like they don't look the greatest, but I think they look good. Oh, this was around the time, I can't remember if it was for Christmas or for my birthday. So I got 2 drawing books. One was Figure Drawing for All It's Worth, and the other was Drawing the Head. What is it? Drawing the Head and Hands by, I'm trying to look over at it now, Andrew Loomis. And he was like this really old artist. I can't remember exactly when he was from, but it's like this very old like drawing kind of like technique that he kind of like developed. So I was like trying to learn from his art books. So this is like me trying to learn portraiture because I used to really want to do portraiture. This is me practicing his kind of like drawing technique for the head, which, you know, it looks good. It's fine. It is what it is. Okay, so this is more of me like being influenced by Robin Sealark and like trying to like just do weird stuff, because I've always had like trouble with like drawing and painting and and trying to figure out what I want to draw and like concepts that interest me past like the first sketch. So this is kind of just me trying to have fun, and I think this looks fine. I wanted to draw a twisty tree, so I drew a twisty tree, and I think that looks good. We got some like, I was trying to like put down paint and then tape parts of it and then go over it with like acrylic paint. I think it looks fine. I think it would look interesting if I like tried it now and like combined more stuff to it and make it more complex. So this one, I remember this one is from a dream I had. I can't remember the dream. I remember like this red sun or moon. This is a moon. This red moon and like birds flying over it. And I was really trying to capture what it looked like in the dream. I don't think I really did, but I tried. This was me trying to do more emulating of Robin Sealark and like doing her kind of technique of like combining reference photos and painting from that instead of just painting from one reference photo. And this is fine. I don't know, I had like an idea of like a stoplight sort of thing over like, and I think this background was supposed to be like clothes, and I just like wanted to take the colors of the clothes and like put these colored circles on it. It's fine looking. This was supposed to be some like landscape thing. I don't know. This had to have been the paints that I was using at the time. These are acrylics, but the colors look so bad. This was before I knew how to pick colors. Got like this little dark guy peeking between these hills. I think this was supposed to be a cloud, and that did not work out. So these are some hands I drew in. I drew them in like red and blue colored pencil, and then I wanted to go over them in watercolor, and then it looks like I went over that in like black pen, which it looks fine. I think I liked it better at the time, but yeah, this looks fine. I still didn't know how to use watercolor. I still don't, not really. This was me trying to do more like landscapey stuff. I don't think this was from reference actually. I wanted to try doing this like water sort of thing, and I remember putting it down really thickly, which I didn't like. I wasn't enjoying my time here. I don't remember doing this, honestly. I have no feelings besides I hate the water and I hated doing it. And we are back on the portrait train, unfortunately. Why? I don't know. Trail mix? What? Oh my god. I still like this. Okay. Oh my god. So I was really trying to use acrylics at the time too. And I found a reference photo. This had to have been from Pinterest, or I don't know, everything's from Pinterest. And I wanted to paint this cat, and I wanted to like try doing fur. And I think this is fine. It's exactly fine. Oh my god. So this was around the time when I started. It had to have been like my second time like going into watching Doctor Who. And I get a little further in it every time. But David Tennant, what still is kinda, but was my favorite Doctor. His eye looks wonky here. I remember drawing this and showing my mom and being like, look at this picture I drew. It's pretty accurate to the photo. Like, even the eye is wonky for some reason in the photo. And it's like, that's what it looked like. Yeah, but I still like these. I like David Tennant. Some practice with eyes. I was also trying to do these marker. I was still on like that marker train. These look exactly fine. Another portrait in acrylic, which does not look good. I remember, so this paint is actually pretty thick. And I was trying to cover up this blue, which wasn't working, so I put down white, and then I covered the white in this like magenta-y, pinky red color. And I had to put it on really thick because it was not going down, and it just looked really bad. Her nose is also kind of weird. I think something about the lighting, and I think was making it look weird. I don't know. I was having a bad time. I actually kind of still like this. I was trying to do a lot of like acrylic painting, and I was painting from Pinterest again. This was a skull on there, kind of like some eyes from Pinterest. I don't really like this one. I really like these ones. I think the orange worked much better than like the pink or this blue. Got some ears that I actually kind of like this one. I think it's fine. These hands, I don't know, they look fine. I was really having a struggle trying to figure out like how I wanted to render things. And this was like a little cleaner than this one. And I think at the time I actually liked this one more, but I think I like this one more now. Some more. So I was like trying to use fine liners. I don't like fine liners, honestly. I'm not that kind of artist, and like I don't need to be using fine liners in this way anyway, because I don't like do like character kind of stuff or like those kind of drawings. But I thought I wanted to do stuff with fine liners, and I thought that's what you needed to be an artist. So I bought fine liners, and this is what I did with them, which is not great work, honestly. Some more portrait stuff. This was the kind of stuff that I was like really praised for at the time, like my not hyper realistic, but realistic sort of work. And this is from a screenshot of a Doctor Who episode that is I forget the name, but it's the first one with the Weeping Angels in the new series. And I really like this. This was all in charcoal. I think this was like the first time that I was using charcoal. This still looks really good. I also have, there'll be another one later on, but I really hate doing hair. I still hate doing hair. I think everything in front of this like headband thing looks really good, and then this is like, it's fine. We've got a portrait, which I don't think I used any reference for this one. And I remember at the time being like, oh, it kind of looks like it looks like it's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because that's what I was watching at the time, and I put these eyelashes on there and it kind of reminded me of that. But I would not say that now, because Araki has like a very unique style, and this does not really look like that in my opinion. More portrait stuff, more trying to draw with that, with the fine liners I had. It's not great. Some eyeballs, which, you know, look good. I think, what is this? Oh my god, actually. These were for school. Okay, wait one second. So I was reading this and I was like, when I was younger, and I was like, when I'm alone, and I'm like, these were prompts for an art class that I was taking. And I think it was like so we had a list of prompts, and once a week we had to choose one of those prompts and to make a drawing out of it, and that was like our weekly sketchbook thing. I think these were the concepts for those sketchbooks. Besides this one was like a different painting. But yeah, I didn't really draw these though. I did something else. So we got some eyeballs here, and this. So this was around the first time where I heard about that 100 heads about the 100 heads challenge. And this was like, this is me starting it, so I actually kind of still like this one. These other three are like kind of wonky. I don't think I did pencil all the way through though. I think I changed up the mediums, but I remember I would have to like, I timed it out, and I had to like sit down for like an hour or 2 hours a day for like, to do like 10 portraits a day. These all look kind of fine. I've done the 100 heads challenge I think twice now. This looks really good. I really liked the weird sculpture-y ones. This one looks bad though. But yeah, I think I had to sit down like for an hour or 2 hours a day to do 10 portraits a day just to get through this, which I had more time back then, so like I could actually do. I guess I liked this one enough to like color in her hair with marker. These look fine. I like this one. I do like all the kind of like religious statue-y stuff that Pinterest has. I really like this. These unfortunately look pretty bad though, even though I like drawing them. They look really bad. A lot of these portraits I was really happy with at the time. Oh yeah, now I'm using color pencil. I was really happy with these portraits at the time, but I look at them now and I'm like, wow, you need to practice drawing more. Like, my ability to look at something and draw it with accuracy like wasn't bad. Ooh, I like this one. I like the angularness of this. But just like placing the features on the face and like proportions and like getting, it's like the little things that, and like portraits are hard, but it's like really the little things that's just are bogging these down. I really like this one. So I remember this day, I was actually got a little looser with my drawing, and I was like holding it really loosely, and I was like being really loose with the pencil. And I think these ones are probably some of the best that we're gonna get out of this challenge. I really like this one. I like the hair of it. I really like his hair. I really like this one too, honestly. I really like the angular noses. I think those look great. More of that trying to be loose. I like this one. This one's kind of fine. This one's fine. And then I think this is when I start losing that looseness, unfortunately, which is like the last stretch. Yeah, these are okay. I think this was better. This one kind of looks like, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so this one and this one were probably like the same like sculpture, or not, they're not the same sculpture, but they're probably the same like concept kind of stuff, and this one is like different. So at least I kind of improved. I kind of like this one too. So this isn't a weeping angel, but this is a statue, probably a marble statue or something that I found on Pinterest. I still think this drawing is like amazing, honestly. I love her hair. I love the way her hair rendered out. I can't do hair unless it's in very rare circumstances, but God, this is, I'm still happy with this. Here we've got some practice, some more practice. Me actually using those reference books and actually trying to teach myself how to do poses. This is, I think this may have been just practice for that concept I was talking about earlier, and it was like, it was a hand holding like this flower, but the flower was going through the wrist, which I think it needed to be like moved over here more, probably. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing here. I was trying to use watercolor and like work out this concept, and it didn't really work out. I did paint this again, not in the sketchbook, but on like a piece of watercolor paper. I'm not sure where it is though. Okay. I remember this. I was watching some art YouTuber at the time who did like these kind of tutorial stuff, and like he was a big advocate for using like cheap art supplies, and like you can make art using anything and like whatever, which like I still agree with. I can't remember his name though, or his like channel name. I'll probably have to try to find that. So we're getting into like a lot of practice-y sort of stuff, more poses. Me not really doing any construction under there, but at least it looks kind of looser, kind of. More practice. I think this was supposed to be like some color study stuff for a painting that I was trying to do for school, for like one of those sketchbook assignments. And then finally we get into what a big chunk of this last section of my sketchbook is going to be, which is just me doing figure studies from, I think a lot of these are from Line of Action or from Quick Poses. So it's like got all these like nude models, and I was like obsessed with doing these at the time. I would sit down for like an hour, 2 hours, however long, and just draw people from reference. All of these, I think that all of these are made up. But I would do a lot of these like figure drawings, and I would do them from reference. And I think doing this kind of stuff really helped me in like like really pushed me in terms of like getting better at art and like drawing the human body. These are both color concept things for a sketchbook I did for school, a painting I did for school that was in watercolor. I really need to I need to find these. Another thing for school. Okay, so I did do a couple things for Inktober in 2019. I know I didn't do the whole month, but I did like a couple of them. So ring, mindless. This is honestly kind of funny looking. Husky, I honestly don't remember how that's supposed to fit the prompt. I don't remember what I was thinking. So, oh, and I think that was all of the Inktober I did. So, did not do Inktober that year. Did a couple prompts and then abandoned it. Some like color swatches for probably a sketchbook, for a sketchbook thing for school. Just like, I think I wanted to like play with hair here and like the angles of it. It looks fine. I think this was from Pinterest, maybe? Okay, so I remember this. I wanted to do like an Inktober challenge, and I wanted to do like 31 days of like drawing like different demons and like kind of making it like a tarot card kind of set looking thing. Which was ambitious. One, because I'd never done a challenge like that. Two, I wasn't confident enough in my style to actually do a 31-day challenge at that scale with like drawing demons and like stuff like that. And three, I would not have like followed through on like the filigree and like stuff, or the like kind of the design elements for like a tarot deck or like a card deck or anything. So I never did this. And yeah, this is kind of about it. Got some bird wings. I really wanted to learn how to do bird wings, and these are all from reference. I think they look fine. Yeah. Unfortunately, I just do not have the patience for like rendering every feather. So, more bird wings. I remember doing this sketch, and I really liked the sketch. It's supposed to be like a hand that's like a vase, and like some plants coming at the top. And I remember trying to do a painting of this, and I could not figure out the colors. I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it, and I had to abandon it. I think like I tried 2 different times, and I abandoned them both times. And they were in watercolor too, so it's like that's not even my strong medium anyway. And then we're getting into more practice with poses. So yeah, I was still doing hands at the time. Still trying to do portraits, which these I think all of these are without reference. Which, you know, these are already better than like where we started. Like we started here and now we're here. So honestly, improvement. This might have been a photo. I don't remember if this was a photo. I don't think so. These were all photos from either Line of Action or Quick Poses. I have no idea what these are from. I think they might have just been from my head. More reference. All these are from reference. I really didn't like drawing the head. I still don't like drawing the head. That's why like I've recently started just stop trying. And honestly, I think I'm better for it. I'm making an artistic decision. But I really like all of these poses. I really like this. all these like poses that I was trying to do at the time. This was a concept for school, drawing for school, I think. Some more practice with poses. This was from Pinterest. Some color swatching. So I remember this is around when I first started watching Arlie Bean on YouTube, and at the time she was doing something similar to this kind of like style portrait where it was just like a person, and like she did like very colorful like kind of portraits, and I kind of wanted to do that too. It was also the time where I was watching Miriam Tilson. That's why I was doing like these kind of it was like more vague concept-y portraits, or not portraits, but concept-y kind of like stuff for school, which was very inspired by Arlie Bean and Miriam Tilson, who I was watching at the time. And I was like trying to paint like her, which she did a lot of watercolor stuff, and I was still trying to do watercolor, and it didn't really work out, honestly, but it's fine. Some portraits. You can tell I spent like really a long time on these portraits, and this one doesn't look good. This one honestly doesn't look good. I like this one though, obviously. I like that one too. This one's fine. Oh, there's me trying to figure out that painting for that hand vase thing, which didn't work out. I think I was struggling real hard with watercolor, so this is not a great attempt, honestly. I think I would do much better now, but yeah, this paper is also kind of weird. It didn't really take to the watercolor very well. It like soaked up the water so fast, so it was hard to move around. There's more of these like kind of like color study sort of stuff, to trying to figure out like what I actually like wanted with that painting, and it didn't go anywhere. Okay, a lot more. Oh, I really just, this whole like section, the body right there, just looks so nice. But more drawing, figure drawing, more figure drawing. I really like this. I like this foot. I like this whole shape. More figure drawing. I remember doing this. I really liked this whole pose. I really liked this one too. I remember doing that one and really liking how it turned out. The face, I did not want to do the face. I'm always bad at the face, but like everything down, I think looks really good. Who was that? This was from Pinterest, but I can't remember if it was like an actual picture of like Johnny Depp or like Chris Hemsworth or like whoever. I don't know. I didn't really care. I was just trying to draw a good picture, and honestly, it's kind of bad. More concept-y kind of stuff. I really like this drawing here. I like this one. This one was like okay, but these two were like really good. Some more stuff. I think with that reference, that's not too bad. I think this was when I was trying to really, I was just like ideating. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just kept drawing from reference and like doing that, a concept that I wanted to try, that I actually attempted in my next sketchbook that looked really bad, so I gave up on it. I think I also tried doing this too. It's supposed to be like her face is the moon or something. And then like Miriam Tilson did like a very, like a kind of similar similar painting to this, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that concept anymore. I still like this. You can see like I'm leaving a lot of these pages like kind of blank on the side. So I'm getting like near the end, and like always near like the end of my sketchbooks I just get tired of it. Some hands, some more hands, more hands and figure drawing stuff. This still looks kind of nice. I think I liked it better when I first drew it. Kind of concept-y sort of thing. I think it's supposed to be like a kind of biblically accurate angel sort of thing. I don't know. Some eyeballs, I think. No, this had to have been from reference. Looks good though. I like the pink. Oh. I wonder if I went back and did like that painting earlier. Like I'd gotten to this point and I was like, oh, I want to do like a painting like that, and so I went back, or if like, I don't know, that's weird. I remember, so this was like a kind of character thing. I was like really in a slump and I didn't know what I wanted to draw, so I drew like this pair of pants and like my school math homework, and then I was like, oh, I kind of like it, so I'll draw it in my sketchbook, and I did. And honestly, I had fun with that. My art teacher did not like it though. When I showed him my sketchbook, he was like, I hate it. I mean, he didn't tell me he hated it, but he didn't think it was good art. Some legs, drawing some legs. I remember, I think it was around this time when I did bring my sketchbook to school, because my art teacher did want to see it. And it ended up getting passed around, like, it ended up getting passed around my art class, and a lot of people like really liked it and liked all these like figure drawings that I did, which was really cool. It was really nice to get like feedback from people instead of only myself. Some more arms, legs, some more arms. Oh, I kind of really like this. I've kind of started, I think it was at the time where I wanted to do like that thing that artists do where they box in like their favorite looking piece on the page, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that too. And I did it for a little bit. I thought this pose was really funny, and I drew it, and I still really like it. I still think it's funny. But yeah, the boxing in of like their favorite drawings on the pages, I was like, I'm gonna do that too. And then I probably did it for a little bit, and then I stopped doing it. This looks fine. Ooh, God, I really like that one. There's some drawings in here where I'm just like, yeah, this looks fine. And there's some drawings that I'm like, I nailed it. I did it, I peaked. I was also, I remember like I wanted to try drawing like across the spread instead of like, and like over the seam instead of like separating it. And honestly, I don't really like doing that. I think this looks good. I think this looks good. I think what I drew over the seam looks good. I just don't like the act of doing that. I really like her. I really liked doing her collarbone. I still think that looks good. So I'm really happy with that. And some more drawings. I really like this one. I was drawing with colored pencil at the time. I was using my Prismacolors. So it's still kind of like waxy feeling, but I think they all look nice. Oh, and that's it. So this book had like 120 pages, and like that's 240 front and back, which is a lot of pages. This is too many pages. But I did like a swatch sheet of Prismacolors that I had at the time, and that's it. So kind of anticlimactic, but it's pretty good. So that was my first sketchbook. I think I like looking at it now. I think there's like times where you can see that I was like struggling and like I didn't know what I was doing, and it makes me feel better. Like I draw way better than this now. I actually have like a direction that I want to go in with my art. So it's nice to be like out of this phase of my art practice where it's like all kind of just ideating and not knowing what I want to do or what I want to say. But yeah, so thanks for watching this video. I hope you had fun, or at least found this interesting to see what my art looked like back in 2018, 2020. If you like this video, maybe give it a like, stick around. I can draw better than this now, so if you want to see like the kind of art that I make now, maybe follow me, see what else I do. But anyway, thanks for watching and bye.